Hey guys, so I thought I would do a fun experiment in the kitchen today and take you along with me. I'm going to be making tri-colored pasta. So, this is a first. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. I'm gonna do purple with purple cabbage, but I'm thinking it might come out blue because that's what happens with that. And then I'm going to use turmeric to make yellow pasta, which is my favorite color. And I'm also going to try some green pasta with some kale. So I'm going to take you along for the ride. We'll see what happens. Hey, I'm back. Okay, so also, I don't know what's happening with my hair. I just got a shower, so that's what that is. And sorry if my hair looked a little crusty in the previous video. It's just frizzy. So we're starting for each batch. I know I need a half a cup of water, and for the green batch I'm going to be adding some kale. So yeah, we're going to add some of that, and I know that this will blend down a lot, so I'm going to start with 2 leaves. Well, maybe just one. Yeah, I'm going to start with 1 leaf and see how deep of a green that gets me. Let's go. Okay, it's not really working with just a half a cup of water, so I'm gonna add more water and then just use what I need from that. And maybe I'll save the rest of the water for like a smoothie or something. So we'll see what happens. And since I'm adding another cup of water, or half a cup of water, I'm going to add the other leaf that I have here. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here because it's starting to get warm and cooking it and the green color is getting lighter, so I'm gonna stop it here and set it aside, and it's in a little bowl. Okay, so for this next color, I'm gonna be using purple cabbage. Well, it's technically called red cabbage, but I think it's purple. It is purple. It looks purple. Okay, so we're using this cabbage. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I'm gonna use half of each color to make dumplings, dough for some dumplings tonight, and on the inside of those dumplings is gonna be this purple cabbage. So we're gonna do that with half of it dough, and I'm really excited to see it because all the different colors with the purple, it's just gonna be so beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna cut off approximately the same amount of kale that we used. I already got a cup of water in here, so we got that. And I'm gonna start with half of this. So about that much. And we'll see what happens. Okay, I like where this is going, but I think I want it to be a little bit darker. So we're gonna add the other half, just for good measure. Maybe a quart of it. So about that much. Okay guys, this is so funny. It's literally matching my shirt. I am so excited. Okay, so next we're gonna make our dough. I decided to just make the full amount because I measured it out and I have like exactly 1 cup of liquid for each color. So we're just gonna make a whole giant batch of pasta and dumplings today. It's gonna be fun. So first, if you watched my pasta video, you know we start with, and for those of you who are gonna be like, oh, why are you using like a weird dough for dumplings? I just wanna make things easy. So I'm using the same dough for both. So we have 2 cups of semolina flour, and then we want 1 cup of, I need to use use regular flour because I use this to make homemade bread. So I'm gonna go get the regular flour. I'm gonna use that instead. And it might help with the coloring too, because another thing that I'm worried about is that the semolina flour is pretty yellow. And if you are an art major, like I was, you know that purple and yellow make brown. So this will be another experiment to see what happens. I'm gonna use my kitchen scale to measure the flour because I like to be more accurate. Okay, now let's mix it up a little bit. That's good enough. And then I'm gonna turn it on and use this little measuring cup to drizzle in the colors at the top here. It's gonna be exciting. Okay, so it's looking a little gray, which I expected, but it still looks cool. Okay, let me get it out. Oh my god, it looks like it looks like alien, like gray alien. That's so funny. Okay, we're still gonna use it. It's still good to use. I wonder what it'll look like when it's cooked. We will find out, but this is hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna get that resting for 15 minutes covered, just so it can relax for a little bit. And we'll be back with the green color. Okay, I have my flour measured out for the green pasta right here. So we're gonna add it to the blender like last time. And you see the little purple speck right there? I didn't really rinse out in between. So just make sure you rinse the top where the juices go through. It sounds gross. Make sure you rinse that off so you don't get too much purple going into the green. But a little speck like that, it's not gonna matter too much. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Okay, let me get it out. This is looking amazing. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my god. That is so cool. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like I'm like making my own Play-Doh, like kitchen Play-Doh in the kitchen, literally. And it's edible. Okay, so oh my god, this is so cool. This is like, look at that. That's like the perfect green color. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna flatten this out into a disc and we're gonna rest it with the purple one. Okay, so for this last one, I decided I had plenty of dough, so I'm only doing a half batch for the yellow dough. So I only have 1 cup of semolina flour and 1 cup of semolina flour and a half a cup of the white flour. And you can do this with wheat flour like I tried to do at the beginning, but I didn't have enough. But it might have a slightly different color. Like the purple might be a little more gray. Instead of like making a slurry of stuff with that, with the turmeric, I'm just gonna put in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of this into here before I mix it up. I'm just gonna eyeball it. You know, use your best judgment. And then we're gonna mix it. Okay, this is looking good. I think it's a little too light of a yellow for my liking. So what I might do next time is make a slurry with some carrots, with some shredded carrot. Oh my gosh, it smells really turmeric-y. But it looks so cool. Okay, let's get this one out and get it rested. Okay, next we're gonna work on our filling for the dumplings that we're gonna be making today. And what I like to use is red cabbage because it is so pretty, and I just like biting into it and seeing the purple color. It's beautiful. Okay, so we have our red cabbage here. It's probably about, I would say, 4 or 5 cups of shredded red cabbage that I just shredded in my food processor. But it will cook down quite a bit. So that's why we're using a lot to begin with. And to the pan, I'm gonna add about a cup of chopped red onion. And then I also have some grated ginger, if it wants to come out. Hold on. Okay, we got our ginger in there. It's all good. Had a little trouble there. I do want to mention that this is by no means any type of traditional dumpling recipe. Like, I do not pretend to be a dumpling pro. I just know what I like and what tastes good. So that's what I'm doing. All right, now I'm going to add quite a bit of garlic because garlic is life. As an Italian, garlic is life. And then I'm also going to add, be adding this Trader Joe's multi-purpose umami seasoning blend. It is so good. So you can see it's like almost gone. But it's basically, let's see what's the ingredients. It's basically salt, dried onions, mustard seed, porcini mushroom powder, white mushroom powder, red pepper, black pepper, and dried thyme. And it is so good. Like, it will add so much depth of flavor to this. So I'm just gonna be like liberally sprinkling this on. Okay, so I added about a teaspoon of that. Next, we're gonna be adding some coconut aminos, or you could use low sodium soy sauce. I don't think this is low sodium, but it's what I had on hand. So that's what we're using today. Don't need to add any salt to this dish for sure. I'm just gonna liberally add that. I can always add more as I go. And then our next ingredient is gonna be a little bit of toasted sesame seed oil, which adds a lot of flavor, so a little bit goes a long way. So we're just gonna add a little bit of that, slowly but surely. Okay, that's good. And then we're gonna be adding sriracha sauce. I love sriracha, it is so good, and I like things spicy. So I'm gonna add quite a bit, and you can add less if you want to, but I like things spicy, and my husband has a baby mouth, so he'll probably say, oh, this is spicy, but I'm gonna be like, no, it's delicious. And then the last thing we're gonna add to this concoction is some pure maple syrup. This is not like your maple syrup that you get for your pancakes. This is just like 100% pure maple syrup, so make sure you get that if you're going to use it. You can also use coconut sugar or brown sugar, whatever you like to use. I'm just going to add about 2 teaspoons there. And that's all of our ingredients. We're going to get this cooking and sauteing down. Okay, so as you can see, we've lost quite a bit of volume, which is perfect because we don't want to be spending the rest of the day making dumplings. Well, at least I don't. And it's already like past 1 p.m. So let's get this filling cooled and ready to make into dumplings. So I forgot that I wanted to taste test. So let's do that before we fill the dumplings. We don't want all the dumplings to look like a nasty filling. So let's taste test it. I think I nailed it. Like, that doesn't need anything. That doesn't need anything else to it. Oh my God, that's probably a first. Anyway, so we tested it and it's good. Let's let it cool and we can start forming our dumpling dough. So I'm gonna start with 1/4 of a piece of the green dough, and we're gonna see how many dumpling circles we can get out of this. I'm just gonna use my pasta maker because I have one and it's handy, but you can use a rolling pin instead if you don't have one, just to roll it out as thin as you possibly can. What I've heard is like the best thickness is like an envelope, like it feels like an envelope, so get it like that thin if you can. And to make the circles, I'm just using a glass to cut out the circles. So easy peasy, you don't need any special equipment to make dumplings at home. So let's do the pasta dough. Okay, so I have the dough. Here it is. It got about that big, which I expected. Now we're gonna cut out some pieces with the glass and see how many we can get. All right, we have all of our dumpling circles cut out, and that's looking a little gray, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna see what happens when we cook it up. We're still gonna eat it. It's still gonna taste good, okay? But the green, oh my God, look at how vibrant that is in the yellow. I am loving it. Yes. So to fill these dumplings, I scooped up the cooled filling in a little scoop that I have that's about 2 teaspoons, then wet the outside of the dumpling with some water. Then I pinched the 2 sides together like so and started folding and crimping. Guys, this was my only perfect one, and that was after a ton of practice, so it takes time to get these closed right. To cook these dumplings, bring a pan to medium-high heat, place the dumplings in with a 1/2 cup of water, cover immediately and steam until all the water is gone and the dumplings are cooked through. So here's my perfect one, and I just love how the purple filling looks when it's cut open. It's so pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.